continue the fight. Actually, if it were not the black people, then I believe that as an African, I could not be enjoying this free internet here in Africa. Also, as an African, I could not be enjoying. Uh, I, I don't want to say that I came to America, but we as Africans, majority of us are actually traveling to America. Now, how are these people actually able to come to America? It is through your fight, your strength, your sweat, your blood. It is the reason these people are actually coming out, and they are feeling free space. They are all enjoying the free space. They are enjoying the free movement. It is because of you, Black Americans. Now, I want to talk about the involvement of colonization and even the slave trade here, because the only people who actually participated in this were the black people. Remember, during those colonialization, during those slave trade, almost everybody's ancestors were actually chained. They were actually sold. Others came to America through liquid form. You remember? Yeah. So some kingdoms and elites were also brutal in their role playing in colonization and the slave trade. Now I want to talk about this because when you say that slave trade only existed in the white community, then that is something that you are also wrong. You are also in a wrong, because even before colonization, even before these white people came to Africa to colonize us, we also had kingdoms. And it was through these slaves, Africans also practiced slave, Arabs also practiced slave. The white people were also chained. Remember, when you go to the northern part of Africa, you'll also get an information that white people were also chained through these large chains. Now, what I want to talk about here is about the tactics of brutality, how they used to slave raid, to internal tribals, to selling captives to Europeans, and even the violent and even the enforcement power within the region. Because these are actually things which are continuing to happen, but we are not seeing them happening brutally as long time ago, but we are seeing it happening indirectly. Now, what do I mean by indirectly is that imagine you as a black person, in order for you to vote for your leader, you had to pay some pennies. eh. Imagine you as an African, in order for you to vote for the right leader, you have to shed blood. You need to come out in the road and shout that you don't want these leaders. Imagine us as Africans, we are really, really trying to fight the religion, that we are saying that the image, the God that we brought to Africa is actually not the true God. That long time ago we actually had our own God. Imagine dealing with this so that you can try as much as possible to erase the the bad pictures that were imposed on us Africans. Now, when the white people come out and they say that you guys, we are really trying as much as possible to seek for forgiveness, it is because that during childhood, these people are actually being taught to hate on the black people. They are actually being told that the black people are actually people who are supposed to be in a slave trade. Remember, when you go to the Arab nation, you realize that the majority of the workers are actually Africans. So what does this mean? This means that they have been told that Africans, black people, are automatically people who to work need to work on enforcement, because these are things which were being practiced even long time ago. Now, I want to say something here about the resilience, and even the summary about this is that the white colonizers were more brutal in scale and even the impact, because they had the technology, armies, and global ambitions to dominate entire continent. So when you find black Americans actually coming out and discovering that there's black Scottish, then this means that the slave trade actually happened in the four corners of the world. So long time ago, the white people were actually the most powerful because they had the militaries, they had the they had the guns, they had all the resources for them to colonize, for them to chain you, for them to do anything they want for you. So they were really, really brutal, and that's all they had. They were brutal. Now, when you see a white person coming out and saying this and this and this and this, then that's it. You need to automatically accept that it is indeed true that the system that have been imposed up today, is actually not helping us. It's actually not helping the black people, and it is taking through blood and sweat for them black men and women to actually live and go and get unchained from the systematic oppressor, from the oppressed system. Let's call it Marxism system. But again, I don't have much to talk about these videos because I want this lady to also continue from there. Then maybe we'll see in another episode. My name is Okakaves.
And immigrants and other marginalized groups. I was in the garden this morning and was thinking about what is going on in DC, what has happened in LA, and what they are promising for Chicago and Detroit and many other majority minority areas. And I was like, man, they really do hate black people. They hate immigrants like it's so obvious. And then I started thinking about history and what history has taught us. If you are willing to learn, this nation was built on hatred, on the dehumanization of enslaved Africans, on the pillaging and genocide of Native Americans. It was built into the very foundation of this country's founding. And understanding what history teaches us, when you start looking at the Civil Rights Act of 1965, we didn't get fair housing until like 1968. I am the first generation in my family who was born with all of their rights. My mother was born in 1960. Her mother was the daughter of sharecroppers. Her grandparents were enslaved. And thinking about where Black Americans have made it to in one generation. In one generation, we have had a Black president of the United States. We've had a female Black vice president. We have elected members of Congress that are representative of minorities, minority ethnic groups, minority religions. And to see the progress that has happened in one generation after hundreds of years, centuries of oppression and Jim Crow and segregation, those same people who fought against integration, those same people who fought against busing, the same people who sold their houses and escaped integrated areas, they're not gone. Those same people are still alive.